My name is Samantha Crump, and I'm going to be talking to you about classical music in our everyday life. Now, whenever you think of music, what do you think of? What kind of music do you listen to?
Techno, jazz.
I listen to some Tejano Mexican music.
Okay, so along with those, we also have, pop, rap, country, piano music, so instrumental music. But, I'm going to talk to you about classical music. So, where do you normally hear classical music?
Movies, things like that.
I'm thinking like operas.
Okay, yeah, movies and operas. You also hear it in commercials, cartoons, nursery rhymes, ringtones. You hear it everywhere in our day-to-day life. Now, I have to tell you the definition of music, so you have a better idea of where we are now. So our first definition is more elaborate. It's the science or art of ordering tones or sounds in succession, in combination, and in temporal relationships to produce a composition having unity and continuity. This is more elaborate. It has more requirements, so it has to be unified, it has to be continuous, it has to have an end result, and has to have, harmonies that make sense. But the definition today is completely different. It's a lot more generic. So there's two definitions. The first one is a collection of vibrational events. So it's just vibrations. So anything from stomping all the way to screaming, it can be considered music based off that definition. The other definition is any event intentionally produced or organized. Now this one, it does specify that you have to be intentionally trying to make music for it to be considered music. So banging on trash cans, as long as you have the intent, then it's considered music. Now, going into classical music in our everyday life, the first example is commercials. So whenever it comes to commercials, producers, they set music with the advertisement to tie our emotions to it. So the first example is Vodafone. So we're going to go ahead and watch that.
The computer as you've never felt it before. Introducing the HP TouchSmart PC with Intel Core 2 dual processor.
So the piece you just heard in that ad was Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture. So all that did is it took a piece of classical music, it tied it to something visual, so you're more likely to actually purchase that phone. Now, the second example is cartoons. Cartoons everyone loves. So the biggest classical cartoon is Bugs Bunny. It has many examples in it, and the two most popular are Kill the Wabbit and the barber scene. So a fun fact before we watch it is in the 1930s, jazz music was actually the desired music to tie into cartoons that were more popular. So we're gonna go ahead and watch Kill the Wabbit.
Wabbit twice. Kill the wabbit, kill the wabbit, kill the wabbit. Kill the wabbit?
So the piece that you just heard was Richard Wagner's Ride of the Valkyries. So the next example is Bugs as a Barber. So we'll watch that one. we will have to listen to the
You can't skip
advertisement
this
first.
Geico ad because it's already over. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Hold it right. 2, please. What's going on?
So the piece in that part of the cartoon is Rossini's Barbara Seville. So along with cartoons, you also have nursery rhymes. And we've been hearing nursery rhymes since we were little. So one in particular is the tune that goes with Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, Baa Baa Black Sheep, and our ABCs. So I'm going to show you a clip of the actual tune, the instrumental version. It's actually by Mozart, and it originated from a French piece. So we're going to go ahead and listen to it. It doesn't have the words, so you can actually hear that it can go for either one. Okay, so as you can see, it can go for any of those three nursery rhymes. So to wrap up all of this, classical music is not just something that you hear in a concert hall. It's something that you can hear all throughout your day in ringtones, in commercials, movies, any kind of advertisement whatsoever. You're gonna hear it. It's just gonna tie back to your senses and help, attract you to that item. Now, why am I telling you about classical music in our everyday life? It's because knowledge is power. So by knowing about classical music, you have the choice to erase it from your life if you would like. You can, use it or allow it to benefit your life. So by using it as a relaxation technique, or by really just enjoying it and just playing it whenever you need to de-stress, anything. So if there's any questions, you're more than welcome to ask. Thanks for listening.